Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praise, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachachodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. You know, the teachers out there pushing this word in truth with truth and sincerity, especially now risking lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and the Akwath out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, Israelite foreigners, right? The Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. So to you, I say shalom. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites. By Hashem meaning coming in the name, and Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, through the world ignorantly caused by the name of JC. All right, and this lesson is going to go into what the actual hellfire is going to be, right? The lake of fire, all right? And that's actually going to be America, right? When those ICBM missiles touch down, all right, the Lord's going to send many of them to destroy this place, all right? And now, mind you, these intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right, which can reach from one country to another, right? They will send out fervent heat because they are nuclear bombs, right? So knowing that information, right, and knowing that, especially with what's going on right now with, Putin of Russia, right, biblical name being Magog, right, he's already talking about sending nukes, all right. Now, it's not a matter of if, it literally is a matter of when the Lord allows him to do this. All right. And when is that going to happen? When the Lord has all of his elect sealed. Right. And then he's going to have those missiles cut loose. All right. So when all those missiles come and destroy this place is going to be set ablaze with fervent heat. All right. So therefore, if you're if you're able to stand anywhere, all right, to look upon the face of the earth, namely speaking of America, everywhere you look is going to be on fire. So therefore, you will have the lake of fire. All right. So now, without any further ado, let's get some scriptures to speaking on this lake of fire. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34. All right, and I'm gonna start at verse 1, and it reads: "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it." So he's saying, everybody, listen up. All right, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. Right, so because he's gonna gather them all to the valley of decision, right, the valley of Jehoshaphat, so that they can make war. All right, the Lord's gonna plead with all flesh, man. All these armies are gonna be destroyed by the Lord, man. All right. Let me see. Again, this is Isaiah 34. This is verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. So at this point, this is that defeat. All right. Verse 3, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Right? What is that talking about? That's talking about a nuclear missile when it deploys, right, and it hits its target. What happens? It comes into the head a building of a mushroom cloud, all right. But what happens to the clouds and everything nearby? They disappear, all right. And then what happens? You see that big ring around that nuclear bomb, all right. And that's what it's talking about. That's what it means by, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, right. And all their hosts shall fall down, the missiles, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree, right? Because when you see a missile, right, we've seen in all different types of movies. The missile comes up, you see the tail, from the flame, and then you see them do what? They come down. What comes up must come down, right? And they come and fall down in this arch. Okay, that's what it's talking about. The falling fig from a fig tree, right? Because you look at a fig from a fig tree, it's in that shape. So when you put yourself in a prophetic mind, what are you seeing? You're seeing these missiles come up and you're seeing them come right down into their target zones. All right. Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Who is Idumea? All right. The self-proclaimed white man. All right. The Edomites, including Amalek. All right. The small hatters, the Ish people. All right, the long burns, whatever you want to call them. All right, those that call themselves certain people and are not. All right, that's for them. All right, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Okay, the Lord is coming down on these people, man. Yeah, if you go look up what Idumea is, all right, it's gonna tell you. It's gonna say Edom, all right. Edom, who dwelled in Edom, all right. That's Esau, all right. What did it describe Esau, right? When he came out, he said it's red all over like a hairy garment. Who are the red people on the earth today? Now you idiots are gonna say Native Americans. Wrong, all right. Now the people that are red are the same ones. If you embarrass them or make them mad, or let them sit out in the sun too long, all right, they turn red. Who are these people be? These self-proclaimed so-called white men, all right, with white people, as it were, all right. That's who the Lord have indignation with. Why? Because Esau, all right, had been after his brother Jacob from the beginning, man. All right, he was given the fat of the land and the gift of the sword, and he abused it, right, fully, and he doesn't know how to stop. Right, he's bloodthirsty. So yeah, the Lord got a problem with him for trying to kill off all his people, man. All right. You know what? Actually, let's go to get further into detail of this this hellfire. Right. This is Revelation chapter 6. It's not going to be a very long lesson at all. All right. Just give me a little bit of a detail as to what the lake of fire will be. This is Revelation 6, and the point is in verse. You know what? I'll start at verse 12. This is Revelation 6 and 12, and it reads, "And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind." All right, and again, that's going into how these missiles are going to come, all right, and fall to the earth, destroying their targets. Verse 14, "And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places." Now, we see how big mountains are. We can see that. We can understand that. All right, put it in plain speech. So if it can be moved out of place, what can move a mountain out of place? That would be a nuclear bomb. All right, or many nuclear bombs. All right, because not only is it going to move it out of place, it's going to utterly destroy it. Okay, an island were moved out of their places. Verse 15, "And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every freeman, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains." All right, you can go look further into that. Amos, the 9th chapter. James, the 5th chapter. All right. Verse 16, it says, "And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb." Right? "For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?" Question. The answer to that is nobody's going to be able to stand, except for those that the Lord have sealed to be of the elect. All right, those that are out there sighing and crying about the abomination that are done in the midst thereof. All right, and came back to the obedience and the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, who are those? There's going to be 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes, man. All right. Oh, see what else we got. You know what? Let's keep this in play. This is Revelation 12, Revelation 9, Revelation 7. Let's go to Revelation 7. I'll start at verse 1. All right. We were already talking about the 12,000. All right. So this is Revelation chapter 7. It says, "And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree." Why? Right? Because the elect are not sealed yet. Once the elect are sealed, then the Lord is going to have them let loose. All right. Verse 2, "And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel." All right, and those tribes of the children of Israel, right, summarizing, would be the so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians. All right, and the 144,000, that's the best of the best fruits. All right, basically those who scored high honors, as it were, versus those that just scored honors. Right, because those that scored honor would be of that 1/3 that are saved. The 144,000 are those few, right, that scored high honors. The failures are going to be 2/3 of our people. All right. In verse 5, it says, "Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. Okay? So as you can see, the Lord is only dealing with and saving his people. You didn't say he's saving Elam, which is the Eastern Indian. He didn't say he's saving the Germanic man, right? The Ashkenazi. He didn't say he's saving the French man. He didn't say he's saving the Chinese man, the Japanese man. All right, none of these other people. He said he's only saving, right, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, so getting that out of the way. So understanding that who won't be left in the hellfire versus who will be. Those that are left in the hellfire are those that didn't want to listen, did not want to hearken unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. This is the book of Zechariah. All right. And this is going to go into what's going to happen. All right. Now, if you want a quick understanding, I'm just going to read it. All right. And then give you a quick understanding of what the scripture is speaking on. This is Zechariah, the 14th chapter. And I'll start at verse 6. Zechariah 14:6. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the light shall not be clear nor dark, but it shall be one day which shall be known to the Lord Yahweh, not day nor night, but it shall come to pass." Right? It shall come to pass that at evening time it shall be light. Why? What can make the nighttime look like light? A nuclear bomb. We've seen it many times in films. Total darkness and a nuclear bomb will go off, and what happens? It's like daylight all over again. All right? Verse 8, And it shall be in that day that living waters shall go out from Jerusalem, half of them toward the former sea, and half of them toward the hinder sea. In summer and in winter shall it be. And the Lord Yahweh shall be king over all the earth. Right? So ain't gonna be no fucking Edomites ruling no more. Ain't gonna be none of these heathens ever ruling again, man. This is it. This is their last time to fucking shine, man. And the Lord Yahweh shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Lord Yahweh, and his name one. All the land shall be turned as a plain from Geba to Rimmon, south of Jerusalem. And it shall be lifted up and inhabited in her place from Benjamin's gate unto the place of the first gate, unto the corner gate, and from the tower of Hananiel unto the king's wine presses. And men shall dwell in it, and there shall be no more utter destruction, but Jerusalem shall be safely inhabited. And this shall be the plague. Here's the point. And this shall be the plague wherein the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. What kind of fire has to be dealt to melt your flesh, melt while you are still standing? All right? Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Mind you, while they're still standing, what can do that? Something with magnificent amount of heat. All right? A fervent heat. All right? Verse 13, and it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord Yahweh shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one of the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. And Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem. And the wealth of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together, gold and silver and apparel in great abundance. And so shall be the plague of the horse, of the mule, of the camel, and of the ass, and of all the beasts that shall be in these tents as this plague. Right? So the Lord basically said, all right, let's go to the film Terminator 2. All right? Sarah Connor. She fell asleep. She was having a dream. She was watching herself, third person, like watching herself play with her son, John Connor. Just a small little guy, probably 3-4 years old in a park. And, she's grabbing on the fence like, no, get out of here, get out of here. Like she already knew what was coming, right? And then what happened? Boom, behold, a bright light. Now, mind you, it was already a sunny day. And then boom, a bright light just happened far in the background. Probably a good 5 miles. It seemed like a good 5 miles away. A nuclear bomb went off. All right. Now, keep in mind that distance where it was. It's fairly close. So what happened? The debris, right, and that energy from that missile came toward them. All right, destroyed everybody in that park, mother and child, all together. All right, turned the sand into glass. And Sarah Connor, even though she was dreaming this, watching herself third person hold on to the fence, you see her flesh melting away while she's still screaming, all right, all the way down to the bones. The bones still holding on to the fence, right, because this happened so quickly, and then her bones just blew away. This is the power of a nuclear missile. This is what is going to happen to America, all right, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, man. All right, so it's not a matter of if these bombs come. It's going to be a matter of when. And that when it comes, that's how you know the Lord's people are already sealed, those that were meant to have salvation. And it ain't going to be many, man. All right, the Lord said he's going to save them scarcely. You know what scarcely means? That means you had a bottle of water, you poured it out completely, and there's literally maybe like, a spit left in the bottle. That's what the Lord said. He's gonna wipe out most of the people in that bottle and keep just a swallow left. Not even a swallow, just a spit worth. All right, a drop to a wave. All right. So you might want to be mindful of how you going around in this world. All right. Are you repenting? Are you trying to do anything that the Lord said? Because if not, you will be part of that hellfire. You will be Michael Phelps of hell, swimming in that fire, man. All right. You will all be sticks to the funeral pyre. All right. So hey, man, that's it. Getting straight to the point. Lord willing, this is edifying, giving all praises, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Chachwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing His word and truth with truth and sincerity. May you be the elect. Stay prayed up, repent, not just for this lifetime, but your past lives as well. Or find yourself to be part of this image here. All right? It's not a pretty image at all. This is just a small segment. Now imagine the whole America looking like this. A Baba Ball. Shalom.